A brand new leaked video has the rap world on edge. Fans are absolutely stunned after seeing Boosie Badass storm out following a heated exchange with Yella Beezy over an alleged $20,000 MO3 highway set dispute. The clip has exploded across social media, leaving fans questioning everything: who's telling the truth, who's bluffing, and what really went down that day. In the footage, Boosie, usually calm and composed, can be seen pacing the room, his frustration barely contained, while Yella Beezy stands firm, defending his actions with a mix of anger and disbelief. Emotions ran high, voices escalated, and the tension was so thick you could practically feel it through the screen. Eyewitnesses say the family was left divided, friends were caught in the middle, and fans online are erupting with debates, memes, and theories. Some claim this is the latest chapter in a brewing rap feud that's been simmering behind the scenes for months, while others believe it could spark even bigger drama in the streets. Every gesture, every word, every glance in this video is being dissected by fans who refuse to look away. The stakes are massive, reputations on the line, and the rap community is watching with bated breath. One thing is clear: the fallout from this encounter is just getting started. The scene opened on a sweltering afternoon that nobody in the room would ever forget. Boosie Badass stepped into the studio, his presence immediately commanding attention. You could feel it the second he walked through the door. There was an unspoken tension in the air, like a storm waiting to erupt. Yella Beezy, who had been waiting inside, leaned back in his chair, his phone in hand, scrolling through comments and messages. But you could tell his mind wasn't on social media. It was on what just went down on the highway with MO3's crew. Fans watching the leaked clip would later describe the energy as electric, almost unbearable. Every movement, every glance, seemed loaded with meaning. And as the camera caught every moment, you could see that both men were bracing for a showdown that nobody knew how to stop. It started as a conversation, but it escalated within seconds. "Man, I ain't here to play games," Boosie said, his voice low, but firm, vibrating with a mix of anger and disappointment. "You know why I'm here, and you know what this $20,000 is about. Don't try to act like you don't." His eyes were locked on Yella, scanning for any sign of weakness, any crack that could reveal the truth. Yella Beezy, sitting with his arms crossed, leaned forward slightly, a smirk flickering across his face. "I done told you already, bruh," he said, voice calm but laced with challenge. "I ain't never had no problem with MO3. Don't twist my name like that." The tension didn't stay hidden for long. One of Boosie's crew members, standing by the corner, muttered under his breath, and the camera caught it. "Bruh, he think he's slick, huh?" The words were barely audible, but they added fuel to an already explosive situation. Boosie's expression hardened even more. "Look," he said, standing up suddenly, making the chair screech against the floor. "I came here to settle this like grown men, but don't make me get disrespectful. $20,000 ain't nothing, but respect? That's everything. And right now, I ain't feeling neither from you." Yella Beezy's reaction was immediate. He leaned forward, the tension in his shoulders visible, and his tone shifted. "Respect? Man, I been out here grinding for my name. Don't come at me with this highway set mess. That ain't even my style." Fans watching the video went wild over this exchange, replaying it over and over, trying to catch every facial expression and every nuance of the body language. It was raw, unfiltered, and perfectly chaotic, exactly the kind of drama that the rap world lives for. The leaked footage then cut to Boosie pacing back and forth, running his hand through his hair, muttering under his breath. "I don't even know why I gotta explain this to you," he said. $20K is supposed to fix things. It's supposed to show you that I respect your hustle, but you acting like I disrespect you." His voice cracked slightly, revealing that beneath the bravado, there was genuine frustration. Family members in the room exchanged nervous glances, whispering to each other about whether this would blow up into something bigger than anyone expected. At one point, Boosie stopped in the middle of the room, pointed at Yella, and his tone shifted to something almost chilling. "You know what this is really about?" he asked, voice rising. "It's about loyalty. It's about showing face when things go wrong. And right now, you look like you can't handle it." Yella's jaw tightened, his smirk gone, replaced with a glare that could cut glass. "Man, I handle my business every day," he said, standing up. "Don't think you gotta come at me and play like you run this whole game. I do what I do." The energy in the room was insane, like a powder keg about to blow. Crew members shifted uncomfortably, whispering to each other, and the camera panned to catch the reactions of those standing around. One of Boosie's friends shook his head slowly. "Man, this don't feel right," he said quietly, almost to himself. "Y'all both legends, but this is crazy." The tension only grew when Boosie moved closer, pointing at the money on the table. The $20,000 he had reportedly brought to settle the dispute. "I came correct, bro," he said. "I ain't here to play, but you gotta acknowledge it." Yella Beezy hesitated for a moment, eyes darting toward the money, then back to Boosie. "I see the money," he said slowly, his tone cautious. "But money don't fix disrespect. You know that. That highway situation? That ain't on me. Stop acting like it is." The camera caught every flicker of emotion on Boosie's face, a mix of anger, disbelief, and hurt. Fans watching online were quick to comment, saying things like, "Boosie look mad hurt," and "Yella Beezy playing too slick." The comments section ignited as viewers dissected every movement, every glance, and every line of dialogue. Then came the moment that would later be replayed countless times across social media, the walkout. Boosie, after pacing, talking, and confronting Yella for nearly 10 minutes, suddenly stopped, turned to his crew, and muttered something under his breath. "I ain't finna do this no more," he said, voice firm. Before anyone could react, he grabbed the $20,000 from the table, tossed it onto Yella's lap without even looking at him, and walked out of the room. The camera shook slightly as someone tried to follow him, capturing the final moments of the confrontation. Yella Beezy sat there, stunned, staring at the money and at the door Boosie had just disappeared through. Social media exploded immediately. Clips of the walkout circulated on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, with fans commenting things like, "Boosie really came through with the bag and the confrontation," and "Yella Beezy shook. Y'all saw that?" Some fans even started speculating about what this could mean for future collaborations, beefs, or even legal consequences. The family members in the room were reportedly split, some saying Boosie handled it the right way, others thinking the whole situation could have been avoided. The drama was layered, complex, and exactly the type of content that keeps the rap community buzzing for weeks. Insiders later revealed that this confrontation had been brewing for weeks behind the scenes. Sources close to both artists claimed that there were text messages, phone calls, and even minor run-ins that escalated into what fans were now calling the highway incident fallout. Emotions had been running high for months, and the leaked video simply brought it all to a boiling point. "They both got pride," one source said. "And when you mix pride with money, reputation, and the streets, you get chaos." By the time the video ended, fans were left with more questions than answers. Was the $20,000 meant as a peace offering, a bribe, or a test? Did Yella Beezy accept it, or was it a gesture that made the tension worse? And perhaps the biggest question of all, would this confrontation escalate into something bigger, or would it mark the end of a chapter in a long-running saga? One thing was certain. The energy, the tension, and the emotions captured in this video would be discussed, debated, and dissected for weeks, if not months. Even celebrities and influencers jumped in, weighing in on the situation. Comments from other rappers, entertainers, and even former collaborators flooded social media. Some praised Boosie for standing his ground, others criticized the confrontation as unnecessary, and a few hinted at insider knowledge that suggested this might just be the tip of the iceberg. Fans watching the video repeatedly, frame by frame, noticed subtle cues. The way Boosie's crew tensed, the way Yella Beezy's eyes darted towards certain corners of the room, the small, almost imperceptible gestures that hinted at deeper conflicts. Every detail added fuel to the online firestorm, creating a conversation that shows no signs of slowing down. By the end of the day, the leaked video had racked up millions of views, thousands of comments, and sparked endless debates across social media platforms. Fans were divided, loyalties were tested, and the rap community had another unforgettable chapter added to its ongoing saga. And while the confrontation seemed over in the footage, the emotional fallout was just beginning. Every viewer had their opinion, and every opinion was amplified, creating a frenzy that ensured the story wouldn't die anytime soon. The streets, the studios, and the feeds of millions were now talking about nothing else but Boosie, Yella Beezy, and the $20,000 that caused an entire storm. After Boosie's dramatic exit, the tension in the room didn't dissipate, it intensified. Yella Beezy sat in stunned silence, the $20,000 still lying on his lap like a weight he couldn't shake off. Crew members whispered nervously, glancing between him and the door Boosie had vanished through. "Man, this ain't right," one muttered, shaking his head. "He just walked out like that over money, respect, everything." Beezy's usually confident demeanor seemed to waver. His eyes darted around the room, trying to process what had just happened. The camera, still rolling, captured every detail. The tight grip on his phone, the subtle flicks of his tongue against his lips, the faint tightening of his jaw. Fans watching online immediately noticed. Clips exploded on TikTok with captions like, "Yella Beezy shook after Boosie walked out," and $20K don't fix loyalty, watch this. Voices began to rise as some of Beezy's team tried to console him, while others were clearly annoyed. "Man, you good?" one asked, putting a hand on his shoulder. Yella Beezy shook his head, running both hands through his hair. "I don't even know, bro," he muttered. "This whole thing, it's messy. Boosie came in like he was finna teach me a lesson or something." The camera panned around the room, catching the reactions of everyone present. The mix of fear, respect, and confusion was palpable. Fans online were dissecting the body language, claiming Beezy looked caught off guard and out of his element. Some argued that he had underestimated Boosie's reputation, while others said the money was an attempt to manipulate the situation. Later, sources revealed that before the studio confrontation, Boosie had sent multiple warnings. Texts and phone calls indicated he wanted this settled privately, without unnecessary drama, but Beezy reportedly didn't respond. He kept saying it wasn't his problem, one insider claimed. Boosie felt disrespected. That $20,000? That wasn't just cash, it was proof of intent, a way to show he wanted peace, not problems. But Beezy wasn't seeing it that way. Fans immediately began theorizing online, breaking down every potential motive. Could this be the start of a public feud? Or was it a simple misunderstanding blown out of proportion by the streets and social media? As the hours passed, Beezy's team debated what to do next. Some argued he should release a statement to clarify his position, while others advised silence, claiming any public comment would only make things worse. "You gotta handle this smart," one of his closest friends said. The streets watching, social media watching, fans watching, everyone's picking sides. "Don't say nothing you gon' regret." Beezy nodded slowly, his mind racing. He picked up his phone, scrolling through messages, reading reactions from fans, rappers, and influencers alike. Comments ranged from supportive to critical, with one fan posting, "Y'all seen Boosie walk out like a boss?" Beezy shook. Meanwhile, the leaked video had already begun trending, with millions watching and sharing every second of the confrontation. Clips highlighting the $20,000 being tossed onto the table, Boosie's intense gaze, and Yella Beezy's stunned silence were replayed endlessly. Fans analyzed the smallest details, the tilt of Boosie's head, Beezy's hand gestures, and even the subtle shifts in room tension. Social media debates erupted, with hashtags like #Boosie vs. Beezy and #HighwaySetDrama trending. Influencers weighed in, offering hot takes and predictions. "Boosie just proved why he's OG," one wrote. "Beezy gotta step up or lose respect fast." The drama didn't stay contained to social media. Word got out in the streets, and news outlets began reporting snippets of the confrontation. Sources confirmed Boosie confronted Beezy over alleged highway beef involving MO3, one outlet claimed. Another headline read, $20K sparks tense standoff between Boosie and Yella Beezy. Fans speculated endlessly. Some said the money was supposed to settle an old score, Others claimed it was a peace offering to avoid escalation. Either way, everyone agreed on one thing: the tension was real, and the streets were watching. Later that evening, Beezy finally gathered himself. He convened a private meeting with his inner circle to assess the situation. "Look, we can't just sit here," he said, voice low but firm. Boosie's not playing. He came correct, and he made a statement. "We gotta respond smart." His team nodded, some more confident than others. One advisor leaned in, whispering, "We gotta think long-term. Don't let pride ruin this. Handle it quietly, but make a move." Beezy sighed, knowing this wasn't just about money. It was about credibility, respect, and maintaining his reputation in a game where perception is everything. Meanwhile, Boosie's camp was buzzing with activity. Sources close to him claimed he felt vindicated after walking out, believing that his actions sent a clear message about boundaries, respect, and accountability. "He wasn't there to start beef," one insider said. "Boosie came to show that he honors loyalty and respect, and he doesn't tolerate anyone playing games with that." $20,000 was his way of closing the situation, but if the respect wasn't acknowledged, it wasn't worth staying. Fans online praised Boosie's approach, posting memes and reaction videos. Many captioned, "Boosie don't play," or "Respect over money, always." As the night unfolded, rumors began circulating about potential retaliation or follow-up meetings. Some claimed Beezy might attempt a public response to reassert himself, while others suggested Boosie could drop hints in his music or social media posts. The tension extended beyond the studio. It had spilled into every corner of the rap world. Fans speculated about secret collaborations being affected, potential alliances forming, and old rivalries resurfacing. The leaked video wasn't just a clip. It was a catalyst for speculation, drama, and social media chaos. In a particularly intense moment caught by the leaked footage, one of Boosie's friends confronted Beezy. "You think this is a joke," he said, stepping closer, voice trembling with frustration. "This ain't about the money. It's about respect. You felt that? You saw how he moved? That's how you know who runs this game." Beezy looked up, a mix of anger and disbelief on his face. "Man, I'm here doing me," he said, voice firm but measured. "Don't twist my moves. I ain't disrespecting nobody." The back and forth left everyone in the room holding their breath. Every word, every gesture, every pause was a potential spark for even bigger drama. Fans online quickly picked up on this exchange, turning clips into viral content. Reaction videos flooded YouTube and Instagram, dissecting every glance, every word, and every subtle hint of tension. Analysts debated whether Boosie had won the moral victory by walking out, or if Beezy's refusal to escalate made him the stronger player. The internet was ablaze, with hashtags like #BoosieWalkout and #BeezyReaction trending globally. Even mainstream media picked up on the story, adding commentary about the influence of loyalty, money, and street credibility in the rap industry. By midnight, both camps were reportedly reviewing the footage privately. Boosie's team believed the message had been sent clearly: respect comes first, and any attempts to undermine that would not be tolerated. Beezy's camp, however, was split, some arguing that a subtle response might be best, others pushing for a public stance. Tensions continued to simmer as fans debated endlessly online. Every new clip, every leaked screenshot, and every comment was dissected like evidence in a courtroom. The night ended with more questions than answers. Would Yella Beezy respond publicly, or would he let the situation fade quietly? Could this incident spark a long-term feud between the two artists, or was it simply a heated misunderstanding amplified by social media? And perhaps the most pressing question for fans: what would Mo3's legacy have to say about the ongoing drama tied to his name? One thing was clear: the leaked video had shaken the rap world, and the ripple effects were far from over. Fans were hooked, opinions were divided, and the streets would be talking about this incident for weeks, if not months. The morning after the leaked video dropped, the rap world was still reeling. Social media feeds were flooded with clips, memes, and heated debates about Boosie's walkout and Yella Beezy's stunned reaction. Fans were split, some applauding Boosie for standing his ground, others criticizing the move as over the top. The energy online was palpable, with reaction videos racking up millions of views. Everyone had an opinion, and no one was holding back. Boosie came correct. One fan tweeted, $20K don't fix respect, but it proves he's real. Another fan countered, Yella Beezy staying calm shows he got brains, not just pride. The debate intensified, and the leaked footage became the centerpiece of every discussion about loyalty, street credibility, and the complicated dynamics of the rap industry. Inside Beezy's camp, emotions were running high. Crew members were divided. Some wanted a measured response, while others were itching for retaliation. He thinks he can come in here and flex, one team member muttered. We gotta do something. Beezy sat quietly, his mind racing, analyzing every move, every word, every glance captured on camera. He knew the streets were watching, social media was watching, and his reputation hung in the balance. We handle this smart, he finally said, voice low but firm. Don't make this bigger than it already is, but don't let anyone think we back down either. The team nodded, though the tension was thick, and some could barely hide their frustration. Meanwhile, Boosie was sharing the leaked video with close associates, discussing the impact of his actions and how he believed it sent a message about respect and loyalty. I ain't here to play, Boosie reportedly told his inner circle. I came through with peace in my hands and respect in my heart. But if you can't see that, that's on you. The footage had already gone viral, and Boosie knew it wasn't just about the money. It was about reputation, credibility, and proving who he really was. Fans online were dissecting the clip frame by frame, noticing Boosie's calm moments, his intense stares, and even the way he handled the $20,000. Each detail was magnified, creating endless speculation and conversation. Later that day, tensions escalated further when a source close to Yella Beezy revealed private text messages exchanged between the two artists prior to the studio confrontation. According to the source, Boosie had repeatedly requested a meeting to settle things quietly, while Beezy had responded with short, ambiguous messages. He kept saying he ain't got no issue, but his actions told a different story, the insider explained. Boosie came in expecting acknowledgement, and when he didn't get it, that walkout was inevitable. Fans immediately picked up on this revelation, analyzing the messages as evidence of deeper tensions and long-standing grudges. Social media debates intensified, with people questioning who is truly at fault and whether this incident could have been avoided. Back in Beezy's camp, emotions continued to boil. One member voiced what many were thinking. This ain't just about $20,000. This about pride, respect, and street credibility. If we don't handle this right, it's gonna look like we fold under pressure. Beezy nodded, silently acknowledging the truth in the statement. He knew that every move he made from this point forward would be scrutinized, replayed, and debated by fans and media alike. The pressure was immense, but he also understood that the streets respected calm, calculated moves just as much as fiery reactions. Meanwhile, the leaked footage had caught the attention of other artists and influencers in the industry. Several prominent rappers weighed in, sharing their takes on the confrontation. Some praised Boosie for asserting himself and walking out with dignity, while others argued that Beezy's calm, collected reaction demonstrated strategic thinking. This is bigger than just $20,000, one influencer tweeted. It's about power dynamics, loyalty, and knowing your place in the game. The comments section erupted with speculation, with fans arguing about alliances, potential collaborations, and the long-term impact of the incident. Tensions reached a boiling point when a surprise phone call was made to Beezy by an unexpected figure in the industry. The conversation, leaked hours later, suggested that higher-ups were concerned about the public perception of the incident. Yo, you gotta handle this carefully, the voice on the line said. People watching, cameras everywhere. Don't let pride ruin your grind. Beezy listened intently, knowing the advice was sound. The pressure was mounting, not just from fans or social media, but from within the industry itself. Every decision carried weight, and every action could change public perception permanently. Later that afternoon, a dramatic twist occurred. Another leaked clip emerged, showing Boosie in a private meeting with close friends and family. He discussed the incident in detail, explaining that his actions were not meant to humiliate Beezy, but to assert boundaries. "It's respect over money, always," Boosie said. "I came correct. I gave the $20,000, and I expected acknowledgement. That's it. If people don't understand that, that's on them." The leak fueled more speculation online, with fans debating whether the walkout was a calculated move or a spontaneous act of frustration. Social media exploded, with hashtags trending and reaction videos multiplying by the hour. The tension didn't end there. Word spread that Yella Beezy was considering his next move. Sources hinted that he might release a statement or even address the situation through music, adding another layer of suspense. Fans immediately speculated on what form the response would take. Would it be a diss track, a public interview, or a quiet acknowledgement? The uncertainty kept the online conversation alive, and theories ran wild. Social media users analyzed every past interaction, every public statement, and even the tone of leaked texts, attempting to predict Beezy's next move. In another dramatic turn, Boosie reportedly received messages from fans and fellow artists praising his actions. "You showed what respect looks like," one message read. "You handled that $20,000 situation like a true OG. No one can touch that." Boosie shared some of these messages with his inner circle, reflecting on the impact of his walkout and the viral video. Meanwhile, Beezy's camp was dealing with a mixture of criticism and support, balancing public perception and strategic thinking. The tension was layered, complex, and indicative of the high stakes involved in the rap industry. By evening, the entire situation had taken on a life of its own. Clips, leaks, texts, and reactions created a narrative that fans and media couldn't stop talking about. Analysts debated whether the confrontation would lead to future collaborations being canceled, potential conflicts escalating, or long-term reputational damage. The streets, social media, and industry insiders were all invested, and the story had grown far beyond the original $20,000 incident. It had become a cultural moment, a reflection of loyalty, pride, and the delicate balance of respect in the rap world. The night ended with both camps privately strategizing for what was next. Boosie remained firm in his stance, confident that his actions sent the right message. Beezy, while calmer than before, was clearly considering options, weighing the potential consequences of each move. Fans continued to watch closely, replaying clips, analyzing reactions, and debating what the future held. Every interaction, every glance, every comment had meaning, and the stakes were higher than ever. The drama was far from over, and the rap world was glued to every unfolding moment. The next day, the city buzzed with rumors as fans, insiders, and street commentators dissected every second of the leaked footage. Social media was ablaze. Reaction videos continued pouring in, and hashtags like #BoosieWalkout and #BeezyDrama were trending worldwide. Everyone wanted to know, what was the real story behind the $20,000, the alleged MO3 highway set, and Boosie's sudden exit? Some claimed it was a long-simmering beef finally boiling over, while others suggested it was a strategic move by Boosie to assert dominance and send a message to the streets. Either way, one thing was clear: the tension wasn't fading anytime soon. Meanwhile, Yella Beezy was still processing the fallout. His camp reported that he spent hours reviewing the footage, analyzing Boosie's every move, and discussing potential responses. "It's like a chess game," one team member said. "Every move you make now can have consequences for months." Beezy's thinking, strategizing, and trying to figure out the smartest play. Sources claimed Beezy considered a few options: a public statement, a musical response, or even arranging a private meeting with Boosie to clear the air. The uncertainty only added fuel to the online frenzy, with fans speculating on which route he would take. Some believed a diss track was imminent, while others thought a public apology could change the narrative. As the day progressed, another dramatic twist emerged. A behind-the-scenes clip leaked showing Boosie in conversation with one of his closest advisors. "You think this is over?" the advisor asked. Boosie shook his head, a smirk crossing his face. "Over? Nah. I sent a message loud and clear. But people gonna react. Streets gonna talk." That's how it goes. The footage captured Boosie's calm, collected demeanor, contrasting sharply with the tension in the previous video. Fans were quick to notice this, praising his ability to control the narrative and maintain authority even after such a heated confrontation. In Beezy's camp, emotions continued to run high. Some team members suggested he should confront Boosie directly, while others warned that any in-person confrontation could escalate dangerously. "You gotta handle this like a professional," one advisor said. "Don't let the streets dictate your moves. Play it smart." Beezy nodded, aware that the eyes of fans, rappers, and influencers were all on him. Every decision he made from this point forward would be scrutinized, and missteps could cost him credibility and respect in the rap world. The leaked videos had also caught the attention of other rappers and influencers, some of whom decided to publicly weigh in. Tweets, Instagram posts, and YouTube reactions poured in. "Boosie showing how respect is earned," one prominent rapper tweeted. Another influencer claimed, "Beezy gotta come correct or risk losing face." These opinions added another layer of pressure, making it clear that the situation was now bigger than just the $20,000. It had become a cultural conversation about loyalty, street credibility, and the politics of the rap industry. Fans debated endlessly online, dissecting every frame of the footage and speculating on what each subtle gesture might mean. Later, another leaked clip showed a heated discussion between Beezy and one of his close friends. "Man, you can't just let this slide," the friend said. Beezy leaned back, his face a mixture of frustration and contemplation. "I ain't letting it slide," he replied. "I'm just thinking. One wrong move, and this thing could blow up worse than people imagine." The tension was palpable, and fans immediately noticed Beezy's calm, yet calculated approach. The clip went viral within minutes, sparking a new wave of reactions and commentary. Memes flooded the internet, debates intensified, and the story continued to dominate headlines in the rap community. Meanwhile, Boosie appeared in a private Instagram Live, indirectly addressing the situation. "Y'all see the clip? Y'all saw what happened," he said, voice steady and authoritative. "I came correct, did what I had to do. $20,000? That was respect. Don't get it twisted. This ain't about the money. It's about loyalty. It's about handling business the right way." Fans erupted in the comments, praising Boosie for his clarity and honesty. Some argued that his public address solidified his position as a respected figure in the industry, while others speculated it could provoke Beezy to respond creatively, perhaps through music or a statement. Hours later, a surprising development occurred. Sources revealed that a mediator, a respected figure in the Houston rap community, had reached out to both parties to prevent further escalation. The mediator reportedly suggested a private sit-down to discuss the situation and find common ground. "This could be the turning point," one insider said. "If they handle it wisely, it could avoid unnecessary beef and even build mutual respect." Fans online immediately speculated about a potential meeting, debating whether it would lead to reconciliation or another explosive confrontation. The idea of a face-to-face discussion added another layer of suspense to an already intense saga. As evening approached, more leaked footage surfaced, showing Boosie meeting with close friends and family. He discussed the incident in detail, explaining his actions and his perspective on respect and loyalty. "I ain't here to start drama," he said. "I came through to show that I handle my business. That $20,000? That's a gesture, a sign of goodwill. But if respect ain't acknowledged, it don't mean nothing." The video circulated rapidly, and fans dissected every word, every expression, every subtle cue. Social media exploded again, with commentary ranging from praise to skepticism, creating a firestorm of discussion and speculation. Meanwhile, Beezy was reportedly considering all his options. According to insiders, he weighed a musical response, a public interview, and even a private meeting with Boosie. Each option carried potential risks and rewards. "It's about timing and perception," one advisor reportedly told him. "One wrong move and people think you fold, or worse, start rumors that spiral out of control." Fans noticed Beezy's strategic silence, interpreting it as either wisdom or hesitation. Every post, story, and comment was scrutinized for hidden meaning, and the tension continued to grow. By the end of the day, the drama had escalated beyond the original studio confrontation. The leaked videos, social media debates, celebrity reactions, and industry commentary had transformed the $20,000 incident into a cultural moment. Fans were glued to every update, every rumor, and every new clip, replaying them endlessly and speculating on future developments. Analysts noted that the situation highlighted the delicate balance of money, respect, and street credibility in the rap world, and how quickly things could escalate when emotions ran high. Despite all the chaos, one thing was clear. The leaked footage had left a permanent mark on both artists' reputations. Boosie had shown decisiveness, control, and authority, while Yella Beezy demonstrated calm, contemplation, and strategic thinking. The streets, fans, and industry watchers were all invested, and the story wasn't close to being over. Every reaction, every post, and every comment would continue to shape the narrative, keeping the drama alive and the anticipation high. The drama between Boosie Badass and Yella Beezy over the alleged MO3 highway set and the $20,000 fallout has sent shockwaves through the rap world, and it's far from over. Fans are still dissecting every frame of the leaked videos, debating every word, gesture, and reaction. Was Boosie's walkout a power move, a statement about respect, or just raw frustration boiling over? And how will Yella Beezy respond? Through music, a public statement, or a private sit-down? The uncertainty keeps everyone on edge, proving that in the world of rap, loyalty, reputation, and street credibility matter just as much as talent and success. Emotions ran high, friendships were tested, and the family and friends caught in the crossfire were left navigating an intense storm of opinions, rumors, and speculation. Social media continues to explode with reactions, memes, and hot takes. Every post from Boosie or Beezy is dissected, every comment analyzed, and every rumor amplified. Fans have taken sides, creating a whirlwind of opinions that range from complete support to harsh criticism. And while some insiders suggest a mediator might step in, the streets and the fans are watching closely, hungry for every update, every leaked clip, and every new twist. The tension, the speculation, and the emotional stakes have made this story a cultural moment in rap, one that will be talked about long after the clips stop circulating. Now it's your turn. What do you think really went down between Boosie and Yella Beezy? Did the $20,000 resolve anything? Or is this just the beginning of a bigger feud? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let us know who you're rooting for, and tell us what you think the next move should be. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe to the channel for more exclusive updates and drama, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment from the world of rap conflicts, leaks, and behind-the-scenes stories. The streets are talking, and now it's your voice that matters.